Dude. I was doing the party hips emote and this fucking Borderlands character crouched down next to me to have a look, bro. No way. What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today I wanted to talk about Winterfest 2024. Now, I just want to make it very clear, I don't actually have any information when it comes to this. I just want to make that right off the bat. This is a discussion kind of video. So I want to go over some previous Winterfest that we've gotten, and I want to talk about what I truly want to see with this Winterfest, because that is actually overall, ever since 2019 when we've had the Winterfest events, this has been one of the best events that they actually have in modern day Fortnite. I do think Fortnite Mares was way better back in like 2018, maybe 2017, maybe, but ever since we've had Winterfest since 2019, it has been one of the best events that they've had. If you don't know what Winterfest is, if you're new to the game or if you're returning from OG being back, well, pretty much Winterfest is a Christmas event where in the menu you can usually, I mean, we'll get into that in a second, usually go into the menu and the cabin will be here. Go into the cabin and every single day you can open a present, and it's either a back bling, a glider, or over the last couple of years, they've given a free skin towards the end of it once you've opened a certain amount of presents. And I think it's absolutely fantastic. It is a great time, and it keeps me excited to open up the game every single day during the period of time where it's active. And I really do hope that they do this again, because this is another reason why Chapter 5 wasn't that great in my opinion. They didn't even have a real Winterfest last year. I don't know why. I don't exactly understand it. It makes no sense to me. They just couldn't have just copy pasted the exact same thing. I don't know. Maybe they ran out of time to add in the new skins for that current cabin. I don't exactly know. But either way, the point is, last year in Chapter 5, we did not get the Winterfest event. Well, we did, but it did not have the log cabin. And I feel like the log cabin was the best part, for being real. The fact that you could just go into this nice, comfortable looking cabin, just chill with Crackshot by the fire. I mean, you could even literally do that. You could click on the fire and get some Supercharged XP. I mean, you used to be able to. I don't exactly know. Do we even have Supercharged XP anymore? I don't think so. Now that I think about it, what happened to that? I remember we got Supercharged XP weekends way back in Chapter 2. I don't know if it actually did anything because it wasn't technically double XP, but I don't even know what it did, to be honest with you. Yeah, you leveled up faster, but I'm curious on how much faster or how much it did. But either way, you would sit by the fire and you could just AFK pretty much and get some nice Supercharged XP. I mean, you could just do this. I don't know. You have to go to school or something, go to work. It doesn't matter. Leave it on. There you go. He gets nice Supercharged XP when you come back. Point is, this was a fantastic part of the game, and I am so glad that it was added. I don't know why they just randomly thought to do this. They just randomly thought, because in previous years before then, in Chapter 1, which is probably the only thing that I will say is way better about Chapter 2 and onward Fortnite, because usually Chapter 1 Fortnite is peak, in my personal opinion, the absolute best. But when it comes to the winter event that they had in 2018, it was nice. It was 14 days of Fortnite, I believe it was, or maybe that was the summer one. But either way, they had 14 days where it was basically the same thing. You would log on, you'd complete a challenge, I believe it was in this situation. You didn't have to actually complete a challenge with Winterfest, you just opened it. But you had to complete a challenge back in 2018, and then you would just get a reward, a back bling, the same stuff pretty much, the same kinds of stuff, except we didn't get a skin for one. But not only one skin, actually, we've gotten 2 skins each Winterfest, which is awesome. Like, what other free-to-play game gives away free skins? I don't know of any, to be completely honest, all right? I don't want to sit here glazing Fortnite, but I'm just saying they're doing some good stuff over there in comparison to Call of Duty, which is a $70 game, and it doesn't do things like that, all right? There's a Christmas bundle right here, $24 on top of your $70. But anyways, we're not going to get into that. But then moving on, of course, you know, going back to 2019, we had the Winterfest event. I don't think we had any skins for that particular one. That wasn't until the next year. Actually, that wasn't until either the next year or the year after. I don't exactly remember, but we didn't actually have skins right away, as far as I remember. But then later on, we did end up having it. In 2021, I believe, that was the worst event we've ever had. They did have these 2 skins, which were all right, of course. They were all right for a free Winterfest skin. You know, it wasn't anything bad with that. And they did unvault planes, but they didn't actually have any sort of cabin for whatever reason. They didn't have any, actually, that might have been 2020. Yeah, it might have been 2020, now that I think about it. I think it was Chapter 2 still. But either way, they just completely skipped over Winterfest after doing it the first time in 2019, and then we had this, and it was awful. I don't remember what it was called. It was the Snowdown or something, man. I can't. The Operation Snowdown? I don't know. Anyways, they did something, and it was horrible. It was literally just making the map snowy and adding some skins, but they didn't have the nice personality, the touch, the thing that really made Winterfest the best it possibly could in comparison to any of these other winter events. And luckily, they did bring it back in 2022, or man, I don't exactly know the dates, but I'm going to correct myself on the screen for whatever one it is. But Operation Snowdown, or whatever it was called, was terrible, and I'm glad they got rid of it. Other than the planes, actually, the planes weren't even that cool, because they brought back the planes, and And unlike the old planes in Chapter 1, where it was actually fun, you could just fly around in them however long you want, now they have a fuel gauge, alright? So there's a limited amount of fuel you can have before you start going down, okay? Like, that's not a fun gameplay experience, alright? I'll tell you that much. That was not very fun. That completely ruined planes. I mean, they already nerfed them into a pretty balanced state back with the version 7.40 update, where you couldn't break builds anymore if you crashed into them. That was how it should have been, because when you were in a build fight or whatever, and then someone came in and crashed your builds, that was just a horrible experience. Not very fun. Made me very angry back in the day, and it made me not like Chapter 1 Season 7 for a very long time. Looking back, though, Season 7 was an amazing season, especially during the December part of that when it was fresh, it was brand new. They just released creative mode. Great time. But anyways, so the planes weren't that great. The event itself was not that great. During that Chapter 2 Season 5 event, so I believe it was late 2020. Yeah, late 2020 was the bad one, which I guess makes sense considering all the stuff that was going on around that time and considering all the delays that Fortnite was getting. They probably just didn't have enough time to how many seasons around that time Fortnite was delaying. I guess something was backing up in the system. They just didn't have enough time or something. I don't exactly know, but either way, it was bad. And moving forward, so with 2024, I'm really hoping we get the cabin back. That's a big thing. I made a video about it not that long ago. I made a video about the cabin, and so many people agreed with this. All right, so many people wanted to see it back, and I cannot believe that they even got rid of it in Chapter 5. So here we go, Epic Games. This is your moment. Bring back the Winterfest crackshot cabin. We need to see that again, just with some new rewards. I mean, you could just copy paste this exact same event system every single year. I would see no problem with that personally. Maybe just change up the cabin a little bit. I don't know, like they did. Change up what characters are in there. Change up some of the decorations a tiny bit. Move them around. Just like they did in previous years. Exactly how it was. Just do that again. I think that would be a great thing to see. And I just think I would like to see some form of progression as well added on top of the Winterfest event if they were ever going to add anything new to the event rather than just making it the exact same thing that they've been doing. I don't know, maybe they want to improve upon the previous Winterfest events. You can still have the cabin, you can still have the presents, but maybe add a couple extra rewards and put it into an event pass or something where you can actually level up, where it actually rewards you for playing the game. Of course, there was no challenges as far as I'm aware. Maybe there was challenges, but I believe it was only for XP. There was no actual challenges for specific rewards, and I do feel like combining that from the older 2018 Christmas events to more recent Winterfest events, I think that would be a fantastic way to do it. So yeah, maintain the presents, but also add some forms of challenges for maybe some other rewards or something. I think that'd be fun because I want to be incentivized to play the game, not just log on and open the presents and that's it. But the cabin is a very important part of the atmosphere and the vibe that Winterfest has been having over the many years that they had it. I still don't know why they got rid of it. They saw how much people liked it and they disliked the idea when they got rid of it in 2020. I don't know why they then removed it last year, and now I'm not 100% sure that we'll get it back this year, but I'm definitely hoping. This is always just a very fun time in Fortnite, so I hope we see that this time, especially with Chapter 6 dropping, and then we're going to be also getting that brand new first-person mode. I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be like. I mean, people have said it's like Counter-Strike or Valorant. I don't know if that's going to be good in Fortnite, but we'll definitely see. It looks pretty cool. I'm definitely excited to play some Fortnite in first-person finally. Hopefully then eventually one day they bring it to Battle Royale in some way as a separate game mode or something. I don't know exactly, but either way, back to Winterfest. This is always the best time, and especially for people who don't like to buy skins or whatever, it's always a nice time to get a bunch of free cosmetics just for playing the game as a nice thank you, I guess, from Epic Games at the end of the year for playing their game. So yeah, that is going to wrap up this video though. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you want to see Crackshot's cabin return, or do you think that the rewards are enough and they don't actually need to go the extra mile to bring back the cabin every year? Still don't know why they didn't bring it back last year, because they kind of just have to copy paste it, I feel like, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, maybe there's more to it. But either way, what do you guys think about it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.